Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is I'm going to be getting something off of my laptop to read to you guys, okay? Now I received a comment from somebody. I'm going to put it on the screen right now and we are going to discuss this in detail because this is the whole reason why beneficial dating is a necessity. This is from somebody called Toss, Twos, Tuos. So he says, I'm a dude. I am a dude and I find it easy to get over on women, he means women, who are depressed with baby daddy issues, so no self-love and trust issues. Call me evil, I don't care. I got my YouTube algorithm, payment. I can't say that, but you can see what it says. Get your holy man. I don't know what he's talking about there. But gosh, I feel for you women. Never knew some women have hearts too. Okay? Now, this comment was hilarious for me to read, and it was just one of those aha moments, even though I feel like I know this and I have been knowing it, but it was an aha moment and I knew that I had to come on here, read this comment to you guys so that we could actually discuss this in detail. Because when you go and you go into bed with somebody and it's all based on you having low self-esteem, knowing that that's what men want and just giving it to them to try to keep them around. You are this person, he's practically laughing at you. And it's not just this guy, it's lots of other guys. So this lets you know that they actively, guys who cannot spell, guys who don't have proper grammatical training and education, guys who are low down on IQ. This is that type of guy, okay? That we can see from the way that he has written this comment that I have actually tried to read properly to you guys. This is the type of person that we try to run away from, right? Who's on the street corner, hustling, whistling at women, okay? This is what they are actively going after, okay? A woman who is depressed, and she's the only type of woman that would put up with somebody that's on the street corner hustling, okay? Then they go after women that have baby daddy issues. Now, that is a term that makes me want to puke, but basically it just means that when you have had a child out of wedlock and you are not with the father, so it's the dad of the baby, okay? So that's what that means. And so what they're basically saying is somebody who has had a child with somebody and broken up with them, they are so needy that they are easy to manipulate and get into bed, okay? Then he goes for women who have no self-love, because again, he knows that they are the only type of women that will put up with his nonsense. They are the only type of women that do not have any high standards when it comes to dating and will be easy to be manipulated and get onto their back on Wednesday. Then he goes for women who have trust issues, because they haven't worked through everything internally within themselves first. They are gullible, they will believe things that you tell them because they really, I guess, want to believe it. That's what he's going, that's the angle that he's taking right there. And then he says, well, call me evil, I don't care. I've got what I wanted. Now go and get the man that you want. I think that's what he's saying by holy man. I don't know if he's speaking about the Holy Spirit. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't even know if he does, but that's what he has said. And then he said, but I feel sorry for you women. I never knew that some women actually have hearts too. What we know there from us is that the only way to protect yourself from being used and abused like this, from having a hit and run done on you, from having men say things to you that they think that you want to hear, for you to not be a victim of this nonsense, is to implement beneficial dating into your life as a norm and as a standard that you abide by at all times. Because if you don't, you are going to be the casualty of that nonsense. And it's all about realizing that I'm not making things up. This is a real comment from a real person that is out there doing this to women. And once you realize that, you will realize that guys come with their A game. They know exactly what it is that they want from you before they approach you. They know exactly what it is that they want from you before they speak to you online. They know exactly what it is that they want from you, okay? Before they go on a first date with you, before they go on a second date with you, before they go on a third date with you. So basically, they have their dating goals in order. And we did a video on dating goals. You guys should have yours too linked. Well, I don't know if I'll link it up there, but it's in the description box, okay, that video. It's time that we realize that guys are actually out here trying to use and abuse, because they want one thing and they will do, say, anything to get it. They will actively seek out women who are low down on self-esteem, confidence, self-love, with trust issues, have broken families, to get you on your back for 5 minutes. That's what they will do. Okay, so you have seen it right here. That's the receipts. When you are dating, have this in mind, okay? What is this guy showing me? Okay, is he showing me that he just wants to have a rumble and tumble for 5 minutes? Is he showing me that he is trying to appear to be this knight? Is he trying to actively invest time, money into you? Because once somebody has invested time and money into you, they are a lot less likely to do that and to pull that rubbish and that nonsense on you, that hit and run, actively seeking out women to manipulate and to get into bed. They are not going to be doing that as much, because they realize that if they do play this woman about and they have invested time and money into her, she is more likely to get fed up and leave, because she's already benefited. Once you have given a man 5 minutes rolling around and you have not had any time investment from him, you have not had any financial investment from him, what happens is that it is very easy for you to be discarded, because you really have no importance in his life. You haven't made a dent into his pockets. You haven't made a dent into his time, which is very precious also. You haven't made a dent into anything. You're merely just a notch on the bedpost. And once you realize that, you will stop putting yourself into these low down situations. And we have all done it. We have all been intimate with people who don't care about us. We have all been intimate with people who we feel like care about us more than they actually do. We've all done it, okay? We have all been in those situations. And if you're young and you actually haven't been in those situations, then I feel like they are situations that you should experience for yourself to know where I'm actually coming from. That being said, the minute it happens to you, get your brain cells working and get on this wavelength, which is beneficial dating, no tolerance zone, and all the way just making sure that you actually reap benefits in every single dating situation and scenario that you are in life, okay? Because when you don't, you end up being that victim of that rubbish, of that nonsense, okay? And you are discarded of, you are not respected, you are merely a notch on a bedpost. From years and years back, wow, I'm just looking at the clouds, it just looks really pretty, but from years ago, guys have been trying to get us in the bed for a rumble and a tumble for their little 5 minutes, trying to get us to be Wednesday women just for their thrill for 2 minutes. And we are not having that nonsense anymore. It's time to realize that when you really want to have dating and you want to have good dating experiences, that when you give somebody the ultimate goal, you are going to wind up left and at the bottom of the barrel, because you are then not a challenge. And it just goes to show the levels that people will stoop down to get that 2 minutes of sensation. It really does. So once you realize that the ultimate goal for men is beauty, for a woman in a woman that they want to date, they are seeking beauty, what they are attracted to, okay? That's ultimate, and somebody that they really feel like they can show off to their friends. So it's the attraction, okay? So it's the beauty, attraction element, aspect, and it was also the rumble and the tumble. That is what they are seeking from you. And once you realize that, it will make you start changing things that you are doing to make yourself have the upper hand. So you will make sure that your appearance is A1. You will make sure that you are not giving them the ultimate goal that they could get, so that you can actually reap benefits in that time, okay, of your dating experience with them. And I'm not saying that you don't have to do rumble and tumble activity anymore. I'm not saying that. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want. But for me personally, why would I do that with somebody who does not care and who is actively seeking out people who they think have issues? This is why you keep your issues to yourself. You share your issues with your counselor, with your whoever, with your psychologist, with your real friend, with your sister, with your cousin. That's why you speak to those people about your problems, or you write them down. You give yourself the answers. You ask spirit for answers, or whoever you believe in. You ask those people for the answers. You do not ask a guy who has just got to know you for advice on your own emotional state, your own personal issues. Once you really fully realize that and you comprehend it, you will start moving so differently in your dating experiences, and you will actually start reaping benefits. Now, let's go a bit deeper, because this comment just lets you know what type of guy was actually talking and actually typing in that comment. Now, he spelled he said, I'm a dude. That's what he said. Now, if you are still dating people or if you are dating people that are saying, I'm a dude, it's not going to be beneficial. And the reason why it's not going to be beneficial is because how can they be going out earning money and be a respectable person in society when they cannot even spell I'm a properly? It's just not going to happen, which is why you guys have got to look at the people that you are dating. For this guy to write that comment, he must get women, and he must be texting women with that nonsense text talk, and they still meet up with him. They still go on a date with him. They still get into the bedroom with him, and he can't even write a comment properly. So you guys have got to really make your standards higher when it comes to the people that you invite into your lives, that you want to be seen out in public with. and then you are going to allow this person's energy to merge with yours. I'm sorry, but for me personally, well, I'm not sorry, but for me, that person's energy will never ever merge with mine. And if you have, like he said, he goes for women who are basically low down with their self-esteem, no self-love, have issues from past relationships, who are depressed, and that's who he goes for. So if you are those people, that's why it happens to you. If you don't want to be one of those women but you still are, you can change right now just by deciding to only go for men who give you good dating experiences and who you benefit from with time and with their finances. Otherwise, it's a lot easier for them to date you and leave you. When you are dating somebody who gives to you, where it's beneficial for you, it's a lot harder for that man to then just go off and leave, because he has really invested things that he cares about. So it makes it so that he will actually give more to create more of a bond, and then you actually have better dating experiences. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm going to love you and leave you here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Comment below your views, your experiences, what you think about this comment in particular, and I really can't wait to have a conversation down there in the comments. And I'll see you guys in my next video.